The calendar may say autumn, but temperatures are still pretty sweltering here in North Florida. But the good news, the radar is clear. Still, hydration will be key today at TIAA Bank Field in Jacksonville. Today, we've got a Week 8 matchup on tap here between the Detroit Lions and the Jacksonville Jaguars. Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. The 25 and up to the 28-yard line. They'll start on the ground with Swift. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Well, this defense for the Jaguars, they were fantastic a week ago in that win over Houston.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
Right back to Swift again on 2nd down. And some room to maneuver. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 15 yards for the Lions there on a 1st down.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run. And let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
Oh, man, for him to be that wide open and drop it, sometimes you have just too much time on your hands, right? You end up thinking way too much, and your hands get shaky.
And yes, he's a tight end, but that's a catch he should have made. On 2nd down, Swift. And now a fumble. The ball's out, and the Jags grab it. And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line. And without a doubt, not the way they pictured that opening drive unfolding.
No, they were making progress. They weren't exactly in high gear, but they were making a few yards along the way. And now that they've coughed it up, you got to go back to the sidelines and regroup a little bit.
Following the fumble recovery, Lawrence. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And it'll be intercepted. And the Lions are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. So a first interception thrown for him there, and that really not the best decision either.
Not at all, and that's something he did not do in their victory last week. No interceptions in that game, but this defense, they're able to take advantage of an early mistake. Now let's see if they're going to turn it into points.
And he's got room. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. 42 yards rushing for him now. He's only carried the ball 4 times.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
Throwing on first down. Felder, he's airing it out for Williams. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jalen Armour-Davis. And the Jaguars are going to take over at their own 41. Well, that one was in the air for an agonizingly long time.
Just begging to be picked off, wasn't it? It's one thing if you're throwing a ball like that, trying to throw someone open or lead them into an area. But that ball needed to be thrown with a lot more conviction. As a result, it's an easy interception.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Kind of a fine line when you're setting up a screen. You don't want to throw it too early and have the defense react too quickly. And you definitely don't want to throw it too late. And that way it's not formed perfectly. Got to make sure you hit it just right.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Lawrence. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Whenever you see a quarterback break contain, just think to yourself, the receivers on that side of the field, their number one job, make sure they get in his sight line so he can try and find someone downfield. Guys on the backside, make sure you don't give up the deep ball. They tried it there. They weren't able to connect.
On 4th down, on is Logan Cook to punt. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. That'll go as a punt of 32 yards. And the Lions will take over. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner. They can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
Back to throw. Felder, he's airing it out for Williams. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
And now the Jags defense deciding to call a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Felder. He'll get this to his tight end. That's Pat Freiermuth. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. 3rd and 19, no problem, as they're able to convert. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They run out of the gun with Swift. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
To throw on 2nd down. Felder throws out left. It's caught by Williams. His first catch, good for 9 in the first down. Back to throw. Felder. A throw left side, caught by the tight end Freiermuth. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Next, the receivers help spread the defense out, and they were able to come through with a slashing run.
But to that point, it's going to be interesting to see the personnel chess match as this one progresses.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Can they continue to create running lanes out of passing sets? And if so, it's going to be a long day for the defense.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. Looking to throw. Felder. They'll try and set up the screen to Swift. And they'll work this down inside the 30.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
So 3rd and inches, and this will be the 9th play of the drive. Operating from the gun, Felder. That's going to be caught. And in for the Lions touchdown. A great effort there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Lions will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Not only are they in search of their first score, they're in search of their first down in this ball game as they come up 1st and 10. Lawrence's throw pulled in by Lamb. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
They go play action now. Lawrence. He'll find his tight end. That's Waller. First time these two have hooked up this afternoon, and it's a first down. The Jaguars at 4-3, a game over 500. And they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Throwing now, Lawrence on first down. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
To throw again on second down. Lawrence. Oh, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a third down.
They'll put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one. Force the incompletion. That allowed him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely. Frees up your guys elsewhere.
Go! Hey, orbit! Yeah! Hey! High 7!
On third down, Lawrence. He finds his man, complete. It's Hart. And he can only manage to get this to the 45-yard line. Well short of the first. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Here's Logan Cook now to punt this one away. And now a high kick here as he'll try to hang it up there. Taking it about the 16. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much, because you're right. You get the extra rest. You get a chance to heal up and kind of, do a little bit of a reset for this team. But it's also days to think back to the last time you were on the field. So now, a little more importance on what they're getting done because they carry it with them for essentially 2 weeks.
This is intercepted.
Picked off by Jalen Armour-Davis.
And the Jags are going to take possession of the football. Well, and I saw the pressure coming out, and that just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. And they'll send the tight end in motion left.
Hey, jumper. Hey, back drop.
Now Lawrence on 1st down. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, defensively, you're over there trying to catch your breath and try not to show the offense that you're a little bit fatigued. You're right back out there after the turnover. Now they've got to work towards getting another couple of stops and forcing them into at least a long field goal situation.
Hey, exit.
On 2nd and 10, Lawrence. He dumps it off to Barkley. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. So they'll wind up losing 5 yards on the play. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here.
Okay, ready?
A tall task ahead of him here, needing a full 15 yards to move the chains.
Go! Hey, boy!
Now the Jags will use the 2nd of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Now Lawrence. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. Now it's scooped up. And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. Past the 20. Touchdown, Detroit. A great play there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Lions take the blocked field goal and convert it into 6 points. Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now 14-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. And they'll throw on first down with Lawrence. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. That's now a second interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. 67 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half.
And this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
First down, and they go with Swift again. And they're knocking on the door now as a good run there. Going to take this to about the 10-yard line. A 14-yard gain there as they look to improve this 14-point lead.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
On first and 10, it's Swift. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, second and 2.
Some good, strong running right there. Some power and some explosiveness just about got him into the end zone.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's second and 2. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. He's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown. Evan Ingram, a 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Lions take a 3-touchdown lead. Extra point right down the middle. And it's now 21-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here, because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession. But I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer, because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. And if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
Leo!
From the gun on third down, Lawrence. That's complete to DK Metcalf. And he will have a Jaguars first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Coming up at halftime, we remind you once again that we're going to check in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL as we reach now, hard to believe, the halfway point of the season. Time flying.
It certainly is. Time to get the sweaters out, my man.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, this defense is certainly organized and playing off of each other, because the rush is providing pressure and the coverage is forcing incompletions and capitalizing on mistakes. When you get every level on defense hitting at once, you get first half scores just like this one.
Second and 10 now. It's Lawrence. Catch is made by Metcalf. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 41-yard line. Give them 18 on the play.
And I don't think there's any question that this offense is going to need to hit on a few more plays like this. It's been a difficult first half for them, to say the least. And I do believe if they want to get back in this game, they need to start right now. It's kind of like making adjustments. If you try and wait until the half, it's probably too late. They need to get going right here.
On first and 10, it's Lawrence.
Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down. Looking to throw, Lawrence. Finding Metcalf on the comeback route. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 21. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains.
Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Lawrence will throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Saquon Barkley. That's career touchdown number 131, and it ties him with Chris Carter for number 8 on the all-time list. And the Jaguars are on the board here in the final seconds of the first half. Point after, right down the middle, and they'll cut the lead to 21-7. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Taken from about the 12. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
They're on the 26-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And with a 21-7 lead already in their hip pocket, probably not a time to get too creative or inventive here. We'll see. He's airing it out for Williams. It got his man complete. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2.
Okay, ready? Hot, steady, hot, 50 average.
The final shot before break. Felder over the middle. It's complete. And they're going to move it down inside the 25. So we have reached halftime with the visiting Lions taking the lead to the break. As we now go downstate to Orlando and check in with Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The Jaguars with work to do. They trail here as we are back underway on EA Sports. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now they got some time.
And that's caught inside the 30. And they're going to get this down inside the 20.
Well, partner, that's how you make a long drive suddenly not so long anymore. One big play, and they're already in field goal range with designs on getting more than that.
A snap to Lawrence as he taps this forward.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
So from the 17, here's 2nd and 7. Lawrence. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's third down.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
Here's Lawrence. He's going to be sacked back at the 23-yard line. And the defense coming through on third down, a loss of 7 to bring up fourth. And his kick here is good. And that will get the disadvantage now back down to 11. So this time the protection holds up for him just fine, and he's able to bang it through.
I think their special teams coach getting the point across. He gave him a pretty good earful after the block earlier. And this time, there's no penetration, so they're able to pick up 3.
Taking it about the 1. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
Their own 23-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. On the ground, it's Swift to start the drive. And he loses the football a second time. And the Jags grab it. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. He's now lost fumbles in back-to-back weeks. And, of course, you remember last week's game, such a close affair. That hurt him.
Hurt him in a big way, and it is so key to take care of the ball because, remember, the team making the fewest mistakes usually wins the game. So you got to take care of the ball, lock it away, high and tight, as you often hear from running back coaches. 4 points of pressure, fingertips, forearm, biceps, sternum, or chest. Put it away.
Hey, hold it.
Following the fumble recovery, Lawrence. And he'll get this underneath, dropping it off for Barkley. And they're going to be set up now with a ball at the 13-yard line. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. On first down, Lawrence. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
Hey, Mike Devin. Hey, Delta. Hey, box rush. Hey, exit.
Third and 2, now Lawrence. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yes, let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
Fourth down, here's Lawrence. Got his man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. DK Metcalf, a 5-yard touchdown. And the Jaguars' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. And he'll get in for the 2 points. So that'll cut the deficit down to just a field goal. Here's the Jaguar kick team now as they run up and send this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20.
Come on.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Their lead down to a field goal now as they start with a 1st and 10. He's airing it out for Williams. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Absolutely no disguise on that one. They just went for it. Put him out there and said, go deep. Let's try and hit him. Unfortunately, to no avail.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. That's complete to his tight end flyer move. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
At ease!
A handoff, Swift running to the left. Taken down at the 42.
And that last carry puts him right at 100 yards for the game. So how has he done it? Because he's been patient, followed his blocks, let everything develop, and then burst through for big gains.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Off the play fake. Felder sliding out of the pocket. And that is intercepted. Or was it? Wait, they'll say no. No interception. He did not keep the feet in bounds, apparently. So that's just going to be an incompletion.
That incompletion certainly makes this upcoming 3rd down a little bit more crucial. They need to find the right play to convert here and maybe start to tamp down a little bit of momentum. The other side is starting to gain.
To throw on 3rd down. Felder, he's airing it out for Williams. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Jalen Armour-Davis. And the Jaguars are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line. So, my goodness, I wouldn't have thought this possible not too long ago, but that turnover there means we have a game again.
Yeah, it's been a completely different team here in the 2nd half. I just wonder on the other side of the field, where the starters telling the backups, get ready, you're going to get some playing time. And now guess what? Hope they didn't cut the tape off of their wrists and ankles. They've got to go back out there and play.
In motion left here, one of their tight ends. They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Lawrence. His throw incomplete. Darren Waller, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd and short. That pass just a little bit off. It looked like maybe he tried to force it in there.
Game speed, always different, no matter what you do in practice. You can't simulate it, right? So your decision-making, everything has to be a little bit quicker. Sometimes it can throw you off until you adjust.
Hey, hey, boy. Hey, echo. Boy.
Lawrence on 3rd down. That's complete to Mooney. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. They're able to convert with a gain of 4. So he turned to a trusted, familiar face in that 3rd down situation. It paid off.
Yeah, you go to your veteran receiver in that spot, so you can't underestimate him when he's on the field defensively. Make sure you know where he is because he understands how to get open in key situations.
They'll bring the tight end in motion right. Now Lawrence. He's going to loft one deep left side here. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Jaguars. Well, he's been doing this for a lot of years with the arm strength still there, and he showed it off on that one. Extra point splits the uprights. And that will make this a 4-point game. Here's the Jaguar kick team now as they run up and send this one away. This fielded right at the goal line. And deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. And the Jags grab it. And he'll take this down inside the 15-yard line.
How many times in the course of the game do you talk about momentum plays? And I think we just saw one there.
Absolutely.
Just scored, right?
Just took the lead.
Just took the lead, went downfield, got the ball free again and picked it up. They got a chance to really get the momentum on their side now.
And now they'll try to pile on. Now Lawrence to throw. To Barkley on the check down. Now the ball comes loose. And will they call it a touchback? No, it's out at the 1-yard line. They were inches there from blowing a golden scoring opportunity. Thankfully for the offense, a fortuitous bounce there on the fumble goes out of bounds because they're down here in the red zone. You don't want to lose one there.
You don't want to lose one, and the best part, because it went out of bounds, they retain possession, still have an opportunity to put points on the board.
Lawrence on the sneak, and he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
I'll tell you what, this defense hasn't played its best, but they're still right in this football game. And if they keep making plays just like that, they're going to give their offense a chance.
So second and goal, and standing by himself in the backfield, Barkley. And Barkley will try to punch it in. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. A second down play results in a loss of 2 yards.
That's a nice example of good team defense right there. Ball was snapped at the 1-yard line. They knocked him back and caused a loss. But you notice they were trying to find any type of a gap to run through. Wasn't one available, and they stuffed the play right there in the middle of the field.
Now they'll put a receiver in motion left.
Hey, got it. Hey, Alpha.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is third and goal.
Hey, wahoo! Hey, hold it! Hey, high 7! Look at me, get ball!
Here's Lawrence to throw. And he's going to go down. Sacked back at the 13-yard line. A penalty accepted, and they move the ball forward. Here's another first and goal, but from a little further back this time following the penalty. Snap to Lawrence as he taps this forward. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. The defensive coordinators love that. You got a cornerback willing to stick his nose in there, come up on run support, and stop that pop pass dead in its tracks.
And, partner, one good thing about trying to defend that play, you should see it coming the whole way. You see the receiver coming in motion in your direction. Nice job eluding the blocker, making the play behind the line of scrimmage, but an even better job studying the play before you have to try and defend it in a game.
And a quick throw here, that's complete. Only able to pick up 2, and that leads us to third and goal.
And when you run a drag route like this down near the goal line, you're hoping maybe you get an inadvertent pick to set your man free. A lot of people are calling them natural screens, but this was well defense, and they stopped him for just a short gain.
Now they empty the backfield and motion the running back right.
Hey, exit.
On third and goal, Lawrence buying time to his left. Now look at this. this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted.
And the Lions are right back in this football game.
What a stand there defensively. They force the 3rd and goal, force them into what they think will be a passing situation, and then they make sure to lock up all the receivers and come away with the interception. Sounds simple, but that was really well done.
This is Swift on the counter. And if there was a lane there, it closed up quickly as he stopped for no gain. 2nd down. So nothing there that time, and maybe you need to look to the O-line. They weren't able to create any space.
No, they weren't, and you know as well as I do, as many offensive line coaches we've ever met, I think that'll be addressed loudly when those guys get to the sideline.
And they're usually loud and big. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
2 runs for a net gain of nothing. Now here's 3rd and 10. Back to throw. Felder. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Trying to erase that deficit all at once. One big shot. He took it. Unfortunately for him, incomplete.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. The Lions turned away on 4th down. And the Jags take over in terrific field position. Well, they've got the slim deficit, decided to go for it, hoping to keep the football score and erase that deficit. But, boy, deep in their own territory like that.
Let's just say that with that call, me and the head coach will agree to disagree. All right, but he knew he wanted to be aggressive there, as you pointed out. So I'll guarantee he told his defensive coordinator, have your guys up and ready. I'm going to go for it here. If we don't get it, just make sure they're ready to go out there and bail us out.
Hey, Hayward! Leo! Hey, let's go! Go! Hey, keep stick!
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Lawrence. And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville.
Darnell Mooney
with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year.
And the Jaguars are closing in on a 3rd straight win as they widen the gap further here in the 4th quarter.
Now for the point after. And that one pushes the lead up to 11. Here's the Jaguar kick team now as they run up and send this one away.
This taken in at the goal line. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18.
Offense ready to kick off their next drive.
And the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit.
A good start to the drive. Here's that's caught out on the left side. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a 1st down.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. One play has him to the 37 here for 1st and 10.
Come back in!
Looking to throw. Felder. Here's Freiermuth again. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. Looking to throw on second down. Felder. And the Jags get to him as down he goes. Loss of 10 as multiple defenders get to him.
Remember, throughout my career here, defensive coaches always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. But they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed. The Lions on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 15. Back to throw. Felder going up top. He's got a man. Complete. Touchdown.
No, we're not cheering. No, we're not rooting. But I am excited about this. I know you are, too. We got a ball game again after that big-time strike.
Big-time strike, and you are right. Don't go anywhere yet. This thing's not done. Here we go now as we get set for a big 2-point conversion. They'll try to run with Swift, but he will not get in here. He stopped up short of the goal line, and this will remain a 5-point game. A 5-point game now as here comes the kickoff. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand new ball game. And now look at the situation. You got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all of their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you've got another thing coming.
Yeah, and by the way, also the 2-minute warning in play, so essentially 4 timeouts left.
They have to be aggressive here.
The pressure gets to Lawrence, and he'll go down. Aiden Hutchinson racking up sack number 12 for him on the year. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. They'll send the tight end in motion left. The tight end in motion right. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
Here's Logan Cook now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. That's taken on the 25. We've got a 1-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining. So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. The last time out, they had to march almost the full length of the field for their touchdown. So here, much easier, Charles, with this better starting field position.
I love your sarcasm, but I love even more your observation because, look, what they did last time out, now with a shorter field, they should have a lot of confidence that they're going to put more points up on the board.
He'll work his way up the middle for a gain of about 4, 2nd down.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Throw left side, complete to Ingram. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. 1st down for the Lions on a nice pickup of 18 yards.
Well, they got the yardage they needed there. Picked up the 1st down, got out of bounds. How about the urgency that they have as well as they understand where they are on the field?
Here's a handoff to Swift running left. There's a nice move, and he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. So that time they got the left guard with a hold.
And let's face it, in today's ball, You might have that 330-pound guy you're supposed to clear out of there. You might need a little bit of extra help by grabbing the jersey and trying to ride him out.
Back to throw. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Whew, that's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle, so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
From the gun, here's Swift. 5 yards gets him back near the original line of scrimmage as they'll be left with a 3rd and long.
And remember, field goal does them no good in this situation.
You got to think they should be taking some shots for the end zone soon. And the Jags with 5 in the secondary now on 3rd down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Check pass, ready.
Here's Swift. He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the 4th.
Wow, wow.
What an outstanding drive right there to take the lead, and also, Charles, didn't leave their opposition with a whole lot of time on the clock.
Yeah, I like the way that you're viewing this because they did a tremendous job to put themselves in a position to win, but they can't celebrate just yet. They've got to clamp down on any big plays and force them to use up those timeouts without making any headway.
Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive.
Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there. It was a quick 3 and out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
Back to throw, Lawrence.
And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
Work with me, partner. Take a deep breath because that's what they're doing down the field now. That incompletion allowed them to exhale a little bit. Get in the huddle, kind of scan the crowd, see if any celebrities are here. Relax a little bit as they start this big drive.
Throwing now, Lawrence.
And now this one may draw a penalty. He just blindly threw that one to the sideline. And, yep, indeed, the flag is out. Every penalty so critical at this stage of the game as now they've got it 3rd and long.
Here's Lawrence.
Gets this out to Saquon Barkley. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as he'll stop him with 13 seconds left to play.
Come on, hey, wahoo! Hey, hold it! Go! Look at me, Dipper! Hey! Hey! Hey, stand off! Yeah!
They'll bring a receiver in motion left.
Here we go. Got to have it. Lawrence.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And now possession will go over inside the 15-yard line. They'll run right here with Swift. And he's across for the late touchdown. And in the final seconds, that one should just about put a capper on this game. Well, this, of course, set up by the stop a moment ago on 4th down. And now that might be the score that puts this one officially out of reach.
And it's a tough one because your hands are tied when you're losing in the 4th quarter because you know you've got to make something happen. They couldn't pick up the first down, and after that, the air just went right out of the balloon, and you knew you were looking at a defeated team.
Extra point right down the middle, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here. Well, this was a fun one today if you like points. A lot of them went on the board. Both offenses were clicking.
Entering settings screen, you have 20 options. Menu narration option is set to off is selected.